20 plus free throws where he's 60% from there. And a lot of it is yung close game na, yung patapos na, yung sinisecure na nila yung either sinisecure yung panalo or sinusubukang bumalik sa laban. That's a trouble. That is a trouble.
Last 2 minutes of the ball game here. BIÑAN.
Baba Pamboy Raimundo though.
Yeah, in that first quarter.
Oo, mabigat yun. Yung simula na yun para kay Pamboy Raimundo. Yung, I think he had a couple of 3-pointers to start the game and a really good pagtimon para dito sa BIÑAN. You also have to recognize that because kung hindi niya ginawa yun, it would have been off to the races on fast breaks for the Huskers. But dahil sa magandang pagtimon ni Pamboy, ito naging resulta para sa BIÑAN. Oh, wow!
LJ with his second free of the quarter. 12 points for LJ Gonzalez. Baba sa 10 ang lamang. This is still not over. A minute and 36 left. And Raimundo turns the ball over.
Still opens that door for QUEZON. They get a quick 3 here. They'll be down only 7. Ito yung tres na yun ni LJ. He was backpedaling. And then he went back to try and go against Pamboy.
LJ loves it up. Will Gozom scores underneath. And Coach Boyet Fernandez will sue for time.
Boy, this is an 8-point game. But on a 5-point run by the Huskers. Ito yung switch. They always try to blitz the man on the ball. They left underneath the tag man o yung tumutulong dapat sa ilalim ay si Carlo. Nahuli. Ganda ng salo. Ganda ng finish.
Cuts the lead down to 8, 56-48. LJ Gonzalez finding his rhythm in the fourth quarter. 8 of his 12 points coming in this period.
Well, this is a crucial stretch para dito sa Quezon Huskers. An LJ 3, a turnover, and 2 points converted off of it.
56-48, 8 puntos ang kailangan pang habulin ng Quezon. Ooh, that's back-to-back miscues from Pamboy Raimundo.
Wow, a couple of miscues for BIÑAN.
Very frustrated Coach Boyet Fernandez. Something you don't want coming off a timeout.
Clearly.
LJ almost lost it. Gonzalez.
That's a foul.
Got held up by Kenny Roacorva. Both teams are in penalty. So Gonzalez a chance to make this a 2-possession ball game with still 1 minute and 13 seconds left in regulation. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
And this is one of the things that BIÑAN has actually done. You know, you get a stop in the paint. Pag nakuha mo, takuha mo na siya sa kabila.
Big miss at the line. LJ Gonzalez just 1 out of 3 from the stripe. Baba sa 7 ang lamang. 56-49. Raimundo to Roacorva. They have to cross the timeline. Intercepted by Gabanal. Swing pass. Gonzalez. The fake. The drive. Lays it up and in. Lead is down to 5.
That was a good decision by LJ. Opting for the higher percentage shot.
Roacorva getting past the defense. Don't need to foul if you're Quezon.
Ooh.
Bingis stepping on the baseline.
They're gonna challenge this. And rightfully so because it's napakahalaga nito. This is very important possession for BIÑAN. See that pass right there. Good swing. Immediately saw Pamboy Raimundo closing out. What do you do if you're LJ? You know, you attack it. And he just went in there and got that good lane open for himself.
Wait, Coach Boyet is clarifying on what he wants to challenge here.
Yeah, he did signal for a challenge, I think, earlier. But what he's contesting, parang dapat yata i-review ng officials talaga. Yun yung inaantay niya. Pero nauna yung signal niya ng challenge kanina.
So yung out of bounds play,
Yes.
because Mark Pingris was deemed out of bounds. They have a good angle here. Let's see. Oh yeah, he did. That is pretty clear. He's not gonna win this challenge.
Yung paa na yan, clearly, nandun sa linya.
Saka isa pa kasing tinitignan nila dyan. Baka merong foul, kaya na-force out of bounds si Mark Pingris. But definitely on that replay,
There wasn't much contact.
layo, oo.
Layo.
So that's gonna be 3 straight turnovers by BIÑAN.
Yes. Tapos, 2-possession game with 50 on the clock. Haba pa nito. There's still a lot of time.
This was a 53-40 game earlier. Judel Fuentes, unfortunately, has not come back in the second half.
And you have to remember, itong Quezon Huskers.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Ball possession for Quezon Huskers.
You have to remember, Ken, in the national finals from last season, the Huskers actually did good in crunch time. That right foot. There you go.
Oo.
There you go.
So bola ng Quezon. Down by 5. Dami pang oras nito.
haba pa
50.3
nito.
seconds. Both teams in penalty.
Haba pa nito. And the Quezon Huskers are very familiar in these kinds of yung mga senaryo sa endgame.
Turnovers. Kanina, mas marami yung Quezon, but BIÑAN has caught up to that. In fact, 3 more turnovers resulting to 21 turnover points. Will Gozom, this is big! Too strong. But Joshua Yero caught stepping on the baseline. BIÑAN dodging a bullet because Will Gozom was wide open. Could have cut it down to 2. 36.5 seconds left. Pinasok ni Coach Boyet si JJ Pido. Additional ball handler. Crossing the timeline. Lost it. Will Gozom got it back, but he will turn the ball over. He thought he got fouled. He was right there at the cup.
Well, even Pido thought he got fouled. Well, just too quick.
Oo. Double team.
Foul.
A push from Gabbanal. They are in penalty, so Roa Corva potentially, well, just to give them some breathing room to make this a 3-possession ball game.
Yan ang isa sa mga pasan tinitingnan mo eh. Yung sa gitna ng floor if you're getting pressed from the back. And Kenny, talagang nilundag niya yun para masalo niya yung pasa na yung galing kay Pido. And that indeed was a foul on Gab.
Kenny Roa Corva. Just 5 out of 9 from the line. Does have 11 points. This is still not over. This is just 2 possessions, even if he makes the second free throw.
In the playoff, Kenny's been an 82% free throw shooter of all the playoff games that they played since the first round.
He needs to make this to create some cushion for BIÑAN. He does not. Buhay pa ang Quezon. Gonzalez. 13 seconds left. LJ pulls up. Long three-pointer. Too strong. Tip-in is good. 7.6 seconds left. BIÑAN, no more timeouts. Quezon needs to foul. Time not on their side, and they do foul JJ Pido with 3.1 seconds remaining. They still have one timeout. Etong Quezon,
Grabe itong series na to. Now, I think 3 of the 4 games have really, in a way, refused to end, no?
oh,
Ito yung magandang topic ni Yero. Just timely na tumama doon sa board bago pumasok.
.1 seconds remaining. BIÑAN just trying to hold on. Quezon has never led, and yet they have managed to cut this lead down to 3 points. So Pido actually has a chance to ice this one if he hits both. But you gotta give credit to this gritty stand by BIÑAN, Coach Mike. The way they have managed this game up until the last minute where they coughed up the ball 3 times. But for the majority of this game, nakita mo yung poise nila, no? With their backs against the wall. And kahit pa ilang beses nagtangkang humabol itong Quezon, nanatiling sa kanila yung kalamangan. Coach Yong Garcia, kakailangan, well, tignan muna natin, ha? Baka mukhang kakailanganin pa niyang maghintay ng kaunti.
Oo.
With this series poised to go into a game number 5.
Well, at the rate this series is being played, talagang si Coach Juanit's right there for watching here. This is a game, this is a series of composure. You know, high intensity, high octane, a lot of pressure, and kung sino ang bibigay, you know, they're getting the shorter end of the stick. And so far yan ang nagiging trend dito sa series na ito. Kailangan pantayan mo yung intensity ng kalaban mo. Oh boy.
Now, in case of a miss, Quezon needs a free, pero they don't have the benefit of
ang tanong ngayon dyan,
getting it
Ken,
out of bounds.
ang tanong ngayon dyan, Ken, is that do you make this or do you miss this?
You make this, I think, if you're JJ Pido. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Yes. There you go.
And he does. Timeout Quezon. Down by 4, 3.3 seconds left.
Halos wala nang kailangan gawin ng BIÑAN dito. Not even to foul a 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the last thing they want.
Correct. You let them take the shot from wherever at wag mo na i-foul.
LJ! Ito mangyari, LJ. Amsi! Eman! Okay. Will!
Coach.
Gab! Okay. Ito gagawin natin, ha? Sorry. Eman pala. Amsi. Will! Gab. Didikoy ko si Eman, ha? Huwag mo lalaliman. Didikoy ko si Eman. Okay? Eman. Pero pag libre-libre, bigay mo. Tamsi. Screen sa'yo, 2. Baseline. Shot. Okay? Okay? Maliwanag, ha? Okay, now listen. Ikaw na lang. Isang screen lang. Para si Gab. Pop out. Okay, Gab? Pwede yan, ha? Okay? Anong gagawin natin? Gab! Win! Balik! Gab! Kunyari kay Tamsi ka, pero mispread na to, pipin down sa'yo si Win. Okay, pero sumit ka ron. Okay, maliwanag, ha? Tatawid pa si Tamsi. Oo, tatawid. Tatimingan mo, Brad. Pag gano'n, hindi, huwag mo nintayin. Pag gano'n, lumipat ka na agad dito, option ka na agad, tapos si Tamsi. So, ano yan, ha? LJ, pag wala kang tira, spread, hand up nyo kay LJ. Okay.
Well, they're definitely going to go for a 3. First, use Eman Taglia as a decoy, eventually setting up a kind of like a what do you call this? An elevator screen maybe, or a gate screen for Tamsi as he goes baseline, and then Will is gonna pin down on Gab for a potential shot. If there's nothing there, they still can go over to LJ Gonzalez.
LJ will trigger it in.
There's that pin in.
Altamsi.
That's the shot.
Oh! He misses! And that's gonna do it. Warren Bonifacio flirting with disaster, but for the second consecutive year, the South Division Finals comes down to one final game. BIÑAN this year will play in their third do-or-die game in the 2025 playoffs. And boy, an impressive record, 6-3